Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to show you how to use Astra's header sections. So on most WordPress and websites in general, we have a header area or a section over here. And on this starter template that we have from Astra, we can see that we have our logo here, we have a menu, and a call to action button. Now it doesn't really do anything because it's not linked to anything. So let's get started by customizing it. And it's real easy, and there's a builder that's built into Astra that makes it so simple to do. So we can either click on Customize here, or head over to our dashboard, hover over Astra on the left sidebar, and click on Customize. And once we're here in Astra's Customizer, we'll go over here to the left sidebar and click on Header Builder. And it's real easy and simple to configure your header from here. And by default, we have this header, which is called Transparent Header. And as you can see, it when we highlight it with the Customizer block type editor, you can see that this highlight over here, this whole area is our header section, and we can see the background. So this is a transparent header. So first things first, before we get started, if you didn't want to have a transparent header, in order to enable or disable it, let's head over to our dashboard again and go over to Pages. And we'll see all of our pages. And we have our home page. We can click on Edit. And that takes us to the block editor. And once we're here, we can see there's our background. It's home page and it's hidden by default. And up here on the right-hand side, upper right-hand side, you can see Astra settings. Let's click on that and click on Advanced Settings down here. And you can see that from here, we can enable or disable transparent header. We can disable the primary header. We can disable the mobile header. We can also enable and disable the sticky header on this particular page. And if we wanted to enable or disable the transparent header on other pages or sticky header on other pages, we can do it from here as well. We just have to select it from the list of pages. So right now, let's go ahead and disable the transparent header and click on Update to save our changes. And once we refresh our site, you can see that the transparent header disappears. And we can also refresh it here. And once it loads, we can go back to Header Builder and you can see it's gone. And on design, on design here, or on transparent header, we can enable it on the whole website, but it doesn't appear here because we have it disabled by default on the home page itself. So this starter template comes with a transparent header by default. If you wanted to turn it off for any reason, you can do so here, but it looks much cleaner when we have our transparent header enabled. So we'll go ahead and click on enable, return to post, and update it. And once we refresh our site, update, there we go. It was grayed out a while ago. And once that's done updating, we can go back and see that our transparent header is now enabled. So let's refresh this and we can continue with our look into the header builder. Okay, so let's go into the header builder some more and let's talk about how to use it. Okay, so on this one, it's very simple. This header that's set up by default on this starter template, it's very simple. We have our site title and logo here, which is a block, an element, a widget. We have our primary menu and a call to action button here. And just like the block editor, we can drag and drop our elements, our widgets, on the three different levels of our header section. So we have the upper header here. Above header, we have our primary header, and we have our below header. And you can see, if I drop down the button down here, you can see that we occupy 3 spaces. And we can also change the background color for all of these, but you see it doesn't do anything. Because we have our transparent header enabled. Okay, so we'll revert that to transparent, and we can add other options here, such as padding and spacing. So let's put, let's say 50, and you can see that it puts it all the way down here. That's a bit too much. Let's put it to 15, and you can see that it adds a lot of padding and space to our primary header over here. You can go back to general, and we can change the height to make it taller or shorter. And if we wanted to put our menu in the very middle, we can do that. And we can also put our site title and logo here, and put our action button here, right? Or down here. Okay, so let's see what else we can do here. We can also add other elements. So once we click on a plus icon here, we can add search as an example. And this search icon here is really hard to see. So we can make the icon size larger. We can change the icon color to something a bit more visible. And we can make the icon size a bit bigger if it reloads. All right. Just for demonstration purposes, we can add custom HTML. We can add a secondary button. We can add social media icons if we wanted. If we wanted to add those, and you can see they're hidden over there, right? And we can go ahead and configure this as well. We can add social icons. You'll see it'll refresh there. And we can change the icon colors to something a bit more visible, right? And we can make the icons a bit bigger or smaller, depending. We can put this here probably and put this down here. Okay. And we can also show labels and stack them. But we don't want to do that because it'll take up too much space. And we can also add custom widgets. So widgets basically are spaces where we can add the blocks of anything. So if you wanted to add a picture here, we can go to our media library and literally choose anything that we have in our library. So let's go ahead and just choose some random default images that come with this, and we can make it smaller. We can see what else we can add here. We can add code, we can add the user's avatar, we can add a link to Reddit if you wanted to, we can add Tumblr previews. Basically anything in our block library we could definitely add here, right? Let's go grab a post grid, and our posts should appear here. And it definitely breaks our header here, but these are just examples of what you can add to your widgets. We can add custom text, quotes, and you can see that the formatting's there, and like everything else, we can change the format and fonts and text and so on. So let's go ahead and remove that. And that's pretty much the extent to what we can do with our header. And it's not that it's limited, but it's that there are so many things to do that you'll just have to see for yourself, and you'll really be able to customize this any way you want. So once we're happy with this, I'll probably remove the search icon here and put this in line with that, and that's looking a bit better. We can go ahead and configure what we have on deck. So for site title and logo, we can go ahead and change the logo. We can enable or disable our site title and taglines. And we can also enable it to be inline. And it should go on to the side there. We can also change the design. So for title color, we can make it red, let's say blue, cyan, I guess. And this one to be dark blue. And we can have the tagline be green, just for demonstration purposes. Okay, and we can also change up the margin. So we can scrunch it up just like that if we needed to adjust the spacing. And next, we could configure our menu from here, and we can change the design by we get these animations by installing Astra Pro, so check out our video on how to install that. So we can change the animation that takes place when we hover, and we'll refresh the preview, and you can see that the animation changes. And overline, and we can change the offset. And we can also have submenu animations, but we don't have any submenus here. We can also change the border width and add a border color, and it may or may not appear depending on our, yep. And we can also change the fonts and so on. So what else can we do here besides change the colors, add items, and add links, and add widgets, and so on? The last thing that we're going to show you is how to enable the sticky header. And keep in mind, in order to unlock sticky header, you have to install Astra Pro. So here on the header builder, we can go ahead and click on sticky header, and we can select choose only the sticky primary header, and you'll see that once we scroll down, only the one with our logo, this is our primary header here, follows us going down here, and the social media icons are left there. If I wanted our social media icons to follow us as well, we'll click on enable below header. Oops, enable below header, and once that refreshes our preview, you'll see that even our social media icons follow us. Okay, and then we can change the animation and so on. We can also change a different logo for the sticky header if we wanted it to be a different color for whatever reason to contrast with the background, for example. We can do that here. And you can see that an animation is enabled, and we can also enable or disable it on desktop and mobile. Okay, for our transparent header over here, we can also choose to enable it in the complete website, because on some pages, for instance, we might want it, we might not have a background image such as this. So let's go ahead and select a different page. Or go to a 404 page by configuring our button over here. Okay, and that should, if we published it, it should work. Or it should take us to a broken area here. But we have our transparent header disabled on our 404 page. And once we have, once we set our header to what we like and we've published it, we can go ahead and refresh our site here. And we'll see that our changes are reflected. And we've rearranged our logos and our menus and icons. And this should take us to somewhere else that doesn't exist. Oh, I should have put the URL here. Let's go ahead and go to a random page. And for this one, okay, it's disabled on our 404 page, but by default, our 404 page doesn't have that. Let's go ahead and transparent header again, and it's disabled on our blog and archive pages. So let's go ahead and type here blog, and watch what happens. You'll see that we have the same elements enabled, but now there is a white background, and we can see the colors are now visible. Therefore, we can say that on this page, the transparent header is disabled. So let's head back to our home page and finish up this video. So there you have it. You can configure the Astra header any which way you want using the header builder now. You have this information. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.